Hey y'all, good morning and welcome back to Pittsburgh Sports with Scooter. Hope y'all are having a great morning. I want to talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates loss last night to the Toronto Blue Jays 6-2. But more than that, I want to talk about this bullpen, Don Kelly's decision making, and defense slash fundamentals. Because I put defense and fundamentals kind of in the same category. Number one, first and foremost, this bullpen is going to cost the Pittsburgh Pirates their season if something doesn't change there. It has been absolutely horrible. With that said, Dennis Santana, he's been just a huge disappointment this year. He's been the guy they signed a couple years ago, and we all thought, what in the world are they doing? And then he turned it around for the better part of 2 years, but this year has been just nothing short of disappointing. I don't know when Don Kelly's going to figure out that Dennis Santana just doesn't have it. There's no way in my mind Dennis Santana should have came in that game in the bottom of the 8th inning with the Pirates down 1 run. Not when you had... Now, granted, this whole bullpen has struggled, but Dennis Santana struggled maybe the most of all of them. You had Soto, you had Montgomery, you even had Evan Sisk, who you could have used in that spot. Does it change? Maybe not. But I certainly know I don't want Dennis Santana out there down a run in the bottom of the 8th inning, Don Kelly. Also, Don Kelly, in the 7th or 8th inning, you have a man on third, a man on second. Less than 2 outs. Mangum comes to the plate. You choose not to pinch hit with $20-some million worth of payroll sitting on the bench. In particular, I'm talking about you have Brian Reynolds and Ozuna sitting on the bench. You choose not to pinch hit. Mangum grounds out the first baseman. Pirates don't score. I'm not saying Jeff Mangum's a terrible hitter, but he's certainly not a good hitter. More importantly, then you turn around and you choose to pinch hit for Spencer Horwitz in the same situation for the most part. I don't know about anybody else, but first, I trust Horowitz in that spot any day of the week, including Sunday, and twice on Sunday, than I do Mangum. I understand why you pinch hit based on the numbers, based on all the analytics. But my point is, if you're not going to pinch hit for Mangum, you don't pinch hit for Spencer Horowitz. On top of that, with the left-hander on the mound, you choose to bring in Ozuna. The Toronto Blue Jays counter that once he's announced by bringing in a right-handed relief pitcher, and then Ozuna never even gets to bat, and you bring in the switch-hitting Reynolds. The reason I bring up switch-hit, why wouldn't you just use Reynolds in that spot to begin with? You know what they have a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. You know if you bring Ozuna in, they're going to switch pitchers. So why not just bring Reynolds up anyways? Number one, you don't waste Ozuna. Even though I don't know if that's a waste because Ozuna's not hitting for crap anyways. But Don Kelly, why not just bring Reynolds in that spot to begin with? I don't understand your decision making and all of that at all. It makes no sense to me. And again, the biggest point of that is I agree with pinch hitting for Spencer Horwitz in that spot. He's batting like 170 against lefties, so I get it. But what I don't get is why you don't pinch hit for Mangum and then you choose to pinch hit for Spencer Horwitz. I can't defend that and I can't understand that. It just makes absolutely no sense to me at all. We're going back to the bullpen. Justin Lawrence comes in. He doesn't give up any runs, but he still walks 2 guys. He almost hits a couple guys. He got out of it, but he got so lucky to get out of it. He just hasn't looked good all year either. The one bright spot I would say is the kid from Australia videos. He came in, he looked pretty decent. He gave up a hit, but you can definitely see that kid's got some talent and some stuff, and hopefully he can continue to grow in the bullpen to help solidify it, at least the back end of this bullpen. Um, on a brighter note, I think Bubba Chandler might have had his best start of the season. 5 innings, 2 hits. He gave up 3 runs, but he only one was earned because the defense cost him big time. He had a career high with 11 strikeouts. Uh, I left out the defense and fundamentals. Man, the Pirates have lost so many games this year due to lack of fundamentals and defense. If you go back and count the games, there's got to be 6, 7, 8 games they've lost this year because of either defense or just a serious lack of fundamentals. They've got to get that part of their game cleaned up, especially the fundamental part of it. Uh, I'm not asking for the Pirates to make every above average play possible. I'm just asking for them to make the plays baseball players are supposed to make and make the right decisions that major league players should make every single time. Um, Between the bullpen and their lack of fundamentals, we're going to look back at the end of the year and we're going to have lost so many games. If we end up a couple games from a wild card spot or winning this division, we can look back and blame it all on the bullpen and defense and lack of fundamentals. Um, it's got to change. And Don Kelly, you have to start making better decisions as a head coach. You got to put your team in better spots to succeed, uh, and learn how to use your bench better than you've been using it. Um, that's the end of this video. Hit like and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Um, is Don Kelly making stupid decisions? Am I being too hard on him? What do you think about this team's defense? Do you think they can fix the bullpen? Hit like and subscribe, and until next time, let's go Bucks.